day 4 of my Absolute Beginner Guitar course. In the first 3 lessons, we stepped through things very carefully, very slowly, made sure everything kind of made sense, at least we hope we did. Today we're going to shove stuff together a little bit faster and try to make a little bit of a leap. You might have to think about this a bit, but I think it's going to be a little bit of fun. What we're going to do today is move from our work on the C major scale, or the key of C, to the G major scale, the key of G. And by putting this together, you'll see how we can basically use the same ideas and short circuit a lot of things just because we changed keys. So remember what we've done so far. We've looked at an enhanced power chord shape that we've used as a measure of the distance to a fifth and the distance to an octave. And that's helped us a lot. We've also got the pattern for our major scale, and we just repeat that with the right offsets on it. And so we're going to work with that again today and have this work out. But we're going to do it today starting with and looking at the key of G. So let's just start with the key of C for a second and remind ourselves. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Makes perfect sense. But watch this. I can come back to here, and I know that's a G. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Same pattern over and over again, but we see that we just kept going with the pattern from the C major scale, and we ran right into the G major scale. Not that this is commonly done or is necessarily musically valuable, but it's a great way of just sort of seeing how things interconnect and how we're using the exact same patterns over and over again. Just like with the C major scale, we introduced the 4 main chords that we're going to want to work with for the C major scale. That's the C, the F, the G, and an A minor. When we go to the G major scale, it's going to be G, C, D, and an E minor. Now I'll list those G chords, the fingering for them, in the description down below so you can catch them really quick. But you'll notice we haven't done anything really different. Of course, some shapes changed, but we really just have that same 1, 4, 5, 6 pattern that we had from the C major scale, now available in the G major scale. And here's what's really fun. Then again, maybe this doesn't have a lot of musical connectivity, but it's a great practice routine. If we just step from the C chords and go through them to the G chord, we can get a lot of practice in for the chords we know, and it reduces the number of chords we need to just 6. So watch, I can go C, it's a major chord, D, a major chord, the E minor chord, the F major chord, the G major chord, the A minor chord. Now we've got a great practice routine for practicing the major chords, and the 2 minor chords, of the C and G major scales together, giving us lots and lots of practice getting our hands moving. So again, very simply, C, D, E, F, G, and an A. Just 6 chords, and we are now practicing all the things that we need to make music. And this is a really, really powerful skill that we've been wanting to get to, because once we can form the chords, that's all of our harmonies and all our bits and pieces, and we can now approach a huge number of songs that just follow this idea of using the 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, and the 6 chord. Now, of course, that chord sequence gets jumbled up every so often and changed around, but it's still the same chords. We just have to jump between the different chords to make it work.